In 2010, a survey was conducted by the United Nations Offices of Drugs and Crime, where 81 countries reported that 35,000 people fall into human trafficking. Of those 35,000 people, 58% of them fall under sexual exploitation. My name is Sarah Bodie, and this is Sochi Gonzalez, and we are volunteers for an organization called LOVE146. This organization is a non-profit organization, and we work to hopefully one day abolish sex slavery in Asia and here in America. Today we're going to go over how we got started, what we do to help these victims, and our empowering movement, and how you can get involved. First off, let me start with the history. We were founded in 2002 as the founders of LOVE146 went to Southeast Asia on an undercover mission where they witnessed firsthand the selling of children into sex slavery. These children were not identified by name, but rather a number on their shirt. This is where their famous mission statement, "Her name became a number, her number became our name," was founded. One little girl stuck out to them who was marked with the number 146, and she had a sense of hope and a fighting drive in her eyes that became the driving force for the whole organization and the fuel behind them to save all these children and give them a better life. We have been working for 12 years as an organization, saving thousands of kids. And we not only save these victims and take them out of these brothels, but we also help to put them in a safer environment, and we counsel them by offering them places to stay, like our round homes, which Sochi will tell you about.
Okay, so one of the first problems that we encountered as an organization was that after we had worked so hard to rescue these children, they didn't have anywhere to go, because if we were to put them back into the places from where they came, they were places of poverty and misery and of deceit. And so what we decided to do instead is create these round homes, which are basically safe havens for these children to go to once they have been rescued. And here we have psychologists, we have therapists, we have doctors who are able to help them overcome all the trauma that they've gone through, the physical, the emotional. A lot of them have STDs, they've been pregnant, and basically their whole sense of identity has been enforced by someone else. And so what we do is we help them not only in the round homes, like get their lives back together, but we also help them after they leave our round homes. We offer a lot of care in like our foster homes, like our foster families. We work with them a lot so that to make sure that they are trained to deal with trauma and post-traumatic stress disorder. Because we're not trying to just save these children after we rescue them. We're trying to make sure that they have a good life forever. Another movement that is very powerful in our organization is our empowering movement, and that's where we basically create grassroots organizations. We go into the communities such as Asia and Cambodia, and there we empower their leaders and we educate them on how they can there locally help prevent child trafficking. And we have 4 major steps according to the website, and we reduce risk by facilitating and creating resilience in the families and the children to not spring back and to not see child trafficking as their only option. And we also challenge the men and the community leaders to uphold children's rights and protect their humanity. We also help them overcome challenges that grassroots organizations face, and we also support boys and transgender youth so they avoid exploitation. One of our most powerful forces that we find in our organization to be most effective is love. That's what drives us every day, and it helps promote our mission, which is basically to just abolish slavery and child trafficking all over the world. According to our website, a majority of our spending goes directly to our programs, and those programs go into our empowering movement and our survivor care, which we find we like to work directly with the victims and make sure that they have a great life. And there's lots of ways that you can personally get involved, and that is by joining a task force, and that's getting a community of volunteers together who are also working with 146 and working towards abolishing child trafficking. You can fundraise for abolition you can go on our website and create your own fundraising page and put it on Facebook and get your friends involved. You can report any sort of sexual abuse or any sort of child abuse. You can engage your faith in our fight of mercy and justice. And you can tell the story of the girl who wore the number 146 to create awareness just by sharing a story with someone that you know. And if you want to create a bigger impact, you can host an event and create awareness between your community and your family. And you can even contact one of our speakers, and they'll go and they'll talk at your event. And you can also give monthly and become a partner, and that way you're not only helping children survive today or tomorrow, you're supporting them for the rest of their lives. And I'm going to give it back to
In conclusion, we found that LOVE146 was founded off the hope of one little girl, and from there we've gone to save thousands of children from sex slavery. And we've done that through our empowered movement and our round homes, and we know that through this that we'll be able to one day reach our mission of ending sex slavery. And we'll also do that through the help of y'all with the opportunities that we give you through our mission, and also that you can do just by telling our story. And on the last note, UNICEF, an organization that we work closely with, approximated that 1.2 million children annually are trafficked, which that means that 2 children are sold every minute. That means that just in this speech, 12 children have been sold into trafficking. So we ask that you help us reach our mission by joining us and helping these kids. And we thank you for taking your time to listen to us. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.